Am I a spaceman? Do I belong to a new race on Earth, bred by men from outer space in embraces with Earth women? I request my right and privilege to have such thoughts and ask such questions without being threatened to be jailed by any administrative agency of society. In the face of a rigid, doctrinaire, self-appointed, ready-to-kill hierarchy of scientific censorship, it appears foolish to publish such thoughts. Anyone malignant enough could do anything with them, and they did. Still, the right to be wrong has to be maintained. We should not fear to enter a forest because there are wildcats around in the trees. We should not yield our right to well-controlled speculation. It is certain questions entailed in such speculation which administrators of established knowledge fear. But in entering the cosmic age, we should certainly insist on the right to ask new, even silly questions, or apparently so, without being molested.
You admit that you have absolutely no physical evidence to back up your story.
Yes.
You admit that you very well may have hallucinated this whole thing.
Yes.
You admit that if you were in our position, you would respond with exactly the same degree of incredulity and skepticism.
Yes.
Then why don't you simply withdraw your testimony and concede that this journey to the center of the galaxy, in fact, never took place?
Because I can't. I had an experience. I can't prove it, I can't even explain it. But everything that I know as a human being, everything that I am tells me that it was real. I was given something wonderful, something that changed me forever. A vision of the universe that tells us undeniably how tiny and insignificant and how rare and precious we all are. A vision that tells us that we belong to something that is greater than ourselves, that we are not, that none of us are alone. I wish I could share that. I wish that everyone, if even for one moment, could feel that awe and humility and hope. But that continues to be my wish.
Those people like myself who have experienced life beyond throughout our lives, and there's literally millions on the planet that have had these experiences, and we can see where things are heading. So what I say to people is there will come a time when things will spill into the public arena, will be for all to see, and it will seem like the world is plunging into a very unusual place. And I say, follow what's deep in your heart, and if you feel that you need to become one of the herd, if you like following, if you want to be a follower, you're welcome to do that. I don't recommend that way of being. I recommend standing in one's own essence, one's own light, one's own power, and understanding life from within, not from without.
Because we're not asking anybody to be a follower of any kind. We're not creating a religion. We're empowering people to stand in their own right and honouring and acknowledging what an individual has with their connection to life. And that's all it is. Yeah? It's really simple at the end of the day. And that's life really is, if you keep it simple.
And it really, I mean, it encapsulates in two words, you know, just be. And the great man once said, to be or not to be. That is the question.
There's a wonderful singer in this country, a German called Gila, who it's a lovely song which goes, "We are the power in everyone. We are the dance of the moon and the sun. We are the hope that will never hide. We are the turning of the tide. If we can turn the tide within ourselves, from freedom or to freedom, from fear, then we turn that tide outwardly in the planet. And all it is, like everything else, is a choice. A choice between fear and love. That's all it is.
It begins with trusting ourselves. It begins with understanding that this life that we are experiencing has been orchestrated by a greater aspect of ourselves, not by something outside of us.
Changing the world is not something in the future anymore. It's here and now. We're going to see it happen.
I did a film called Another Person's Eyes, that if we could truly see reality from another person's eyes, how much hate could we still have for them? When I see unconditional love, when I see someone forgiving someone, it brings me to tears. When I see the truth, and that is what the ultimate truth is understanding.
Not love on the basis of I love you if I fancy you, darling, but I love you because you exist. I love you whatever. I love you without condition.
As soon as you ask someone for a hug, like, please, can I have a hug? Can I have the human connection? They can't be angry at you anymore, and that separation is gone. They are you. They see themselves in you. They see maybe a part of them that they wish they still had before all the programming.
We are the generations, strange as it may seem when you survey the world today, we are the generations, I passionately believe, who are going to love the world into the paradise it really should be and was always designed to be.
To re-remember who we are and why we've come here.
To give ourselves the right, once again, to remember who we are.
Yeah, because people, and that's a worthiness issue, people don't feel that their inner light is worthy. They don't feel that their pure expression of self is actually worthy. They still feel intimidated and judged by others.
You know, it is scary to know how many girls have eating disorders. It is scary to know how many people are just angry at life because of their situation at home and angry at others. It's scary to know how many people actually feel like they're worth nothing. Every single girl right here, right now, I want you to know that you are beautiful. You are gorgeous just the way you are. And you boys, you're the man.
When we're talking about healing or aspects or, and finding center on our journey home, I'd like to express myself and say that we're bringing it home. We're bringing ourselves home, right?
Yeah, we are. Because we need to integrate our fear. We need to embrace our fear.
We can choose to be frightened. We can choose to hate. Or we can choose not to fear. And we can choose to love.
Being patient is beautiful. I tell you, it's the hardest thing. But I realize I may not have hands to hold my wife's hand. But when the time comes, I'll be able to hold her heart. I don't need hands to hold her heart.
But I do wish to inform humanity that it's a very big universe, and after eons and eons and eons of evolution, there are beings who come from a very dark place and have totally mastered the ability to pose as beings of love and light. And I warn humanity of those beings, having dealt with them personally, that what is about to be implemented on the human race is a drama which is very, very clever and has been implemented for the past 6,000 years. And I would say, don't be naive, don't be gullible, and be true to your heart. and you will get through. And you will see through the lies, and you will see through the deception.
The Sky people have sent us a message. That they can take whatever they want. And no one can stop them. But we will send them a message. You ride out as fast as the wind can carry you. You tell the other clans to come. You tell them Tarik Makto calls to them. And you fly now. With me. My brothers. Sisters. And we will show the Sky people that they cannot take whatever they want. And that this is our land.
This is about remembrance. The remembrance of our eternal selves, of our great and immortal and infinite selves. Because when I took that journey and I got to see outside this universe, I got to rediscover our infinite and eternal selves. And we truly are infinite, immortal and eternal. We always have been, and we always will be.